Imagine icing pastel Easter eggs with your reality TV husband when he blurts, "I slept with someone else while you were 8 months pregnant, and I wrote everything down." That was Scheana Shay's Easter 2023, the single crack that splattered yolk across the entire Vanderpump universe. But the real shock isn't the betrayal itself. It's how perfectly the secret stayed buried for 4 long years. Tonight we follow the money, the contracts, and the missing receipts to ask one question. Did Scheana Shay pay Brock's mistress to disappear? Roll back to spring 2020. California is locked down, Scheana is 20 weeks along with Summer Moon, and Brock's fledgling gym empire is hemorrhaging membership. Advanced pages from Scheana's forthcoming memoir, My Good Side, reveal that in the middle of that pressure cooker, Brock quietly reignited sparks with a woman he once trained. The fling was short, physical only, he insists, but it detonated Scheana the night he finally confessed. Brock handed her a handwritten apology and insisted she read every explicit line aloud, start to finish, forcing her to relive each hotel room detail. She hurled a Rubik's Cube that shattered against the condo wall, then made him feed the pages to the fireplace. No paper trail, no screenshots, no TMZ breadcrumbs, or so they believe. Brock's rendezvous map starts at F45 Training East Hillcrest, the boutique studio he co-owned before the pandemic kneecapped membership. One morning, he bumped into a former client, traded playlist tips, and let muscle memory turn into hotel keys. Lockdowns meant empty classes and zero surprise drop-by, so it was easy to claim he was reprogramming circuits long after the last burp. To keep the fling hermetically sealed, Brock bought a twin of his main phone, slid in a fresh SIM, and called it a client booking line. Twice a week, that burner pinged with meetup emoji, while his primary device stayed squeaky clean next to Scheana on the couch. According to Scheana's memoir snippets, every explicit text he forced her to read later came from that shadow phone, making the hardware itself Exhibit A in any hush deal negotiation. But even hotels leave paper trail and unanswered questions about who paid the bill. From mid-2020 until that Easter egg meltdown in 2023, gossip blogs, Du Moi tips, even Vanderpump editors scored exactly 0 receipt, total blackout. Then, 9 months after the confession, Brock quietly signed an interspousal deed transferring full ownership of their brand new $2.5 million Sherman Oaks home to Scheana alone. Real estate attorneys told Reality T that couples usually pull that move when bracing for lawsuits or shielding assets from a looming payout. Here's where the math gets messy. Brock once owed 16,000 Australian dollars in child support arrears and bragged he earned 0 baby his rookie season on VPR. Hardly hush fund territory. Yet between late 2020 and mid-2021, he suddenly rolled out crypto fitness promo, protein powder collab, even a paywall training ad. Reddit's armchair accountants flagged every unexplained spike as possible hush kitty, arguing the deed shuffle was step 2 in a tidy damage control package. Pay the mistress, protect the mansion, move on. And just when that theory started cooling, a familiar pageant queen's name reignited the rumor mill. Spring 2023, Scandival detonates, and an old blind item resurfaced. A beauty queen bar star allegedly hooked up with a married castmate before wrecking another relationship. Fans triangulate 3 clues: pageant titles, Sir bar shift, proximity to Vanderpump, and land on Raquel Levitt. Scheana, fresh off a restraining order scuffle with Raquel, goes on Watch What Happens Live and Point Blank Grill. Brock, he denies. She says she believes him. Viewers replay a 2019 house party clip of Brock and Raquel clinking beers and freeze-frame every side hug like it's the Zapruder tape. Conspiracy camps split. One side argues Raquel was the real fling and the hush cash never left Los Angeles. The other claims Raquel chatter is deliberate misdirection to keep San Diego names off screen. Either way, the whispers pour gasoline on the payout theory, because if Scheana spent 6 figures silencing one woman, she'd torch her brand to keep a second quiet. But the internet rarely stays quiet, especially when 100,000 keyboard detectives go hunting. Within hours of the Raquel denial, Redditors drew a 10-mile circle around F45 East Hillcrest and crowdsourced every trainer, lifestyle vlogger, and newly single gym mom who posted sweaty selfies in 2020. 2 usernames matched Brock's follower list. One tipster claimed a brunette Pilates coach rode shotgun in his Audi during sushi takeout runs. No confirmations, no lawsuits, but also no denial. A fresh blind item then hinted the mistress still follows Brock under a pseudonym and likes every protein shake post he makes. Forums lit up with side-by-side IG story screenshots, Zillow tabs comparing house values. Could she afford to stay silent without a check? And Pacer alerts ready to ping if any civil suit hits the docket. Every unverified clue loops back to the same question: was silence ever free? And with Scheana's memoir and season 12 cameras both on deck, the answer, if it exists, may crash onto screens in real time. The memoir timeline and the legal tripwires that could yank the NDA into daylight. If you think Scheana's cube throw moment made headlines, wait until My Good Side hits Kindle queues at the end of this month. Her agent shopped the proposal in early 2024, promising the chapter Bravo wouldn't dare air. The publisher grabbed a 6-figure advance and built a rollout that overlaps Vanderpump Rules Season 12 like a perfect Venn diagram. Last month, People gets first look excerpt, likely the apology letter scene, uncensored. Mid-July, Scheana records a raw Tears and Therapy podcast tour. Every clip becomes trailer gold. Late July, just as viewers finish the book, Bravo drops a mid-season teaser showing Brock sweating through a couple's counseling session. Producers are licking their chops. Cameras have already filmed Scheana drafting her audiobook, Brock voice cracking through the foreword, and a cryptic text from an unknown San Diego number lighting up his screen. If a payout, NDA, or mistress name leaks during the press blitz, editors can splice it into episodes airing weeks, not months later. Talk about real-time receipts. Next up, the legal tripwires that could yank every secret dollar into daylight. The interspousal deed isn't just eyebrow-raising. It's a neon audit me sign to bankruptcy court. Under U.S. law, a look-back window lets trustees claw back assets transferred within 2 years, sometimes 4, if they smell fraudulent conveyance. Translation: move a mansion to dodge a settlement, and a judge can haul it right back. If Brock files Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 to wipe business debts, he must list every payment over $7,000 made in the past 12 months, including hush money disguised as consulting. One PDF on Pacer, titled Settlement, $150,000, San Diego, would nuke the NDA, the deed, and Scheana's storyline in a single upload. NDAs that muzzle disclosure of sexual assault or harassment are largely unenforceable. If the mistress ever frames the affair as workplace misconduct, remember F45 was Brock's business, she could testify without owing a dime back, even if she signed. Toss in a potential defamation claim if Brock downplays her role on TV, and the courthouse door swings wide open. And when money tightens, the smoke signals show up on camera long before the court date. Bravo fans track credit habits, the way analysts study earnings calls, and Brock's expenses will face forensic-level scrutiny this season. Sudden haylock or second mortgage on the Sherman Oaks house. County records ping in 24 hours, and Reddit refreshes in 30 seconds. Quiet car sell-off. If Brock's beloved Porsche Macan disappears from the driveway without explanation, viewers will assume quick cash panic. Sponsorship frequency spike. 3 ad posts in a week often scream, "Need liquidity now." IRS or state tax lien. Public, searchable, and catnip for gossip account. Cameo price jumps. Nothing says hush kitty is low like doubling shout-out rates overnight. Each on-screen penny pinch reignites the payout debate because, as one Redditor wrote, people in real love flip ring, not deed. If season 12 shows the couple downsizing assets, expect TikTok sleuth montages before the episode even ends. All that leaves one last piece, the ultimate viewer playbook to catch the next receipt first. So, where do we land? One Easter confession, one boutique gym, one silent woman, and a deed transfer that screams, shield the asset. Brock calls the affair ancient history. Scheana says forgiveness is her daily workout, but until the mystery partner or a bankruptcy judge speak, the hush money question hangs. Did Scheana Shay pay a mistress to keep quiet all these years? Drop your theories below. Smash that subscribe if you live for forensic gossip, and keep your screenshots organized. In Bravo land, money never sleeps, and neither do receipts. The next court filing, Instagram like, or leaked bank stub could break this case wide open. Stay tuned.